Hello, everyone, and welcome to Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks and the House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Minnesota Golden Gophers taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers will be in a hole thanks to that short return. When this... And here comes the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. So Oregon's offense will get the ball for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
Well, just does such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moore to the air. Dances away to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Ducks have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse? Oh, look out! And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. A shot for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Second down coming up. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. Moore will throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll pull it down and run. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. He wants to throw, trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. He's going to fire deep. And he holds it in at the 25. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. Here we go. Moore to the air. Finds his target down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical 3rd down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great connection right there.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they... So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. He's going to let it go. And that's incomplete. A defender... The Golden Gophers will kick it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? Moore will throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his... He wants to go deep. Reels it in down the left side. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Gets it out fast. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. They'll try the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change.
Fires toward the end zone. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And it's fun.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The sure hands, it's Casper. Powers through. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the pass hits, picked off. The return never really got... First down for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. He lobs one high down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Moore to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's low. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Incomplete, and the defense holds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's James. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Now, 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert it. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Oregon. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up...
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers.
Touchdown, Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. And he knocks knocked that one right down the middle. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The give as they work on that clock. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Moore will throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
With the catch, it's Stewart. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. Second and 10 from the 39. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. No. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. All wideouts, no backs. Moore to the air. This time he's got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Snap's going to come from the 23 on first and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. With the catch, it's Stewart. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late.
Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns, and you know,
they're backed up, first and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field?
Looking deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.